pulls out the pistol that he just shot Mark with, and he reaches back like this because I'm on his back.
Right.
So he has to reach back. I feel the muzzle of the pistol go against my head, and I'm just like, oh shit, it's over. And click, doesn't go off. We pass through Brussels, and that's when the terrorist gets on board, and his name is Ayoub El-Kazani. He was part of ISIS. He comes on the train. He's got an AK-47, 300 rounds of ammunition, a 9mm pistol, a box cutter, hammer, and lighter fluid. So he goes into the bathroom right outside our train car. He's in the bathroom getting pumped up. He's watching like extremist videos on his cell phone. There's two guys outside the bathroom waiting to go, one by the name of Mark McGallion, who ended up pretty much saving my life. I consider him my hero. And then another French banker. We call him Damien. This is an alias. He doesn't want to be having his name out there because he lives in Paris. So Ayoub comes out of the bathroom, shirtless, backpack strapped to the front of him, holding the AK, like ready to rock. Damien basically lunges at him, grabs him by his throat. Mark ripped the AK-47 out of his hand. He gets the gun. He's like, he hasn't really held an assault rifle before. He's like, let me just get it away from him, which was smart. He runs into our train car with it. The terrorist pulled out the 9mm, and what I believe happened, he dropped the magazine out of the pistol. So then he only had one round left in the chamber, but I don't think he knew that. And he goes, shoots Mark. The bullet, goes in his upper left shoulder, bounces around his rib cage, broke 2 ribs, collapsed his left lung, and then came out of his neck and severed his carotid artery. So he's like gushing blood, and I was asleep. I had like Bose noise canceling headphones on. I'm listening to a little Anthony Hamilton, you know what I'm saying? Like drinking my wine.
So you didn't even hear it?
I didn't hear it. I didn't even know what was going on. But what woke me up was a train employee that saw what was happening, and he ran in the other direction. I'm sitting like this, and my friend Alec is sitting to the left of me, and then the aisle is to my right, and then across the aisle is a single seat with my friend Anthony sitting. And so he runs by, and it's like, that he kind of bumps my shoulder, and I'm like, I look at him like, why is he running like that? And then I take my headphones off, and the first thing I hear is glass breaking, people screaming. I turn around, and I see Ayoub, the terrorist, coming in and then picking up the AK-47 where Mark dropped it. And I just see, just loads around into the chamber, and I'm just like, holy shit. Like, it was just clear as day. This is a terrorist. He's like 30 feet. From me, so I have some distance to cover.
Far but close, yeah.
Far but close, exactly. And so pretty much I'm like looking down the aisle, and I'm like kind of, I thought maybe he jammed it or something like that. He just hadn't started shooting yet. And my buddy Alec kind of hits me on the shoulder, and he's like, go Spencer. And I'm like, the fuck? Like me?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I gotta go. But I'm like, oh, you're in the action
Why
scene.
did he tell you to go? Why didn't he go?
Yeah, I'm next to the aisle.
Oh,
you gotta get
God.
him first, man. But it was good because I was kind of going anyway.
Split second to react. Like,
split second
am
decision.
I gonna sit and hide behind my chair, or am I gonna go try to do something?
Exactly. And you know what?
What made you go?
Just that I had no other option, and I felt like there was this force that just like catapulted me out of my seat, which I believe is God. But you put yourself in that situation. You're going 200 miles an hour roughly on this train in the middle of the countryside. There's nowhere to go. You got an automatic AK. You're either gonna sit there and wait to get shot, executed, or you're gonna do something. And to me, in my opinion, I'm like, well, I'm gonna at least go out in a blaze of glory, and hopefully my family knows I went out fighting.
Right.
So I get up and I'm running at him. He raises the rifle at me. Turns out nothing was wrong with it, no malfunction, nothing. But then he pulls the trigger, and it was a bad primer. And if anyone listening to the podcast doesn't know what a primer is, it's what basically ignites the gunpowder in the casing of the bullet and propels the bullet out you and shoots you. So that was a dud. Click. Doesn't go off. I'm the only person standing up, and he points directly at me. So
it doesn't fire.
I would have been the first one, to get shot, besides Mark. And but it doesn't go off, thank God. And I run down the aisle, and I pretty much like close my eyes, or I blacked out, because I'm just like still expecting to get lit up at this point. I make it to him. I'm like, oh shit, I made it to him. But then he smacks me in the face with the gun, basically like just bitch slaps me with the AK.
Yeah.
And so I can't see anything out of my left side of my face. My blind eye, my left eye, bleeding everywhere already. And luckily I've been training jiu-jitsu for like the past year at that point in Portugal, and a little bit before that too. I always dabbled in it throughout my whole life. So I'm on the ground with him, and I'm just like, because that was another piece of confidence that told me inside that if I could make it to him, I know I could do something. Like if I could just get up in this guy's face, where I could postpone him. Well, it's one thing to tackle someone, but all right, you tackle him and you're face to face with him. What are you gonna do next?
Yeah, you gotta beat him up.
So it's like, I had jiu-jitsu to rely on. I'm basically trying to reach for the AK. I feel him, ripping it away from me. We both stand up. He drops it. I take his back, I put him in a rear naked choke, and then pretty much slam myself and him against the side of the train. And now we're stuck in between this table and these two chairs.
Where's everyone else during this? Watching?
Everyone else is watching. Yeah, I mean, frozen, you know, in fear. And you know what? At that point, there wasn't enough room for really much of anyone else to get involved.
And when you took off, where's your boy?
They're behind me. They're coming.
Oh, coming. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean,
okay.
Alec told me to go, but then he honestly he took a minute to get down.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I would too.
yeah. But no, he still came up though. But I'm holding the terrorist, trying to choke him out. But I don't have the choke all the way in. You know, it's just
Is he fighting you back?
crazy, panicky. He's fighting me back. But he pulls out the pistol that he just shot Mark with, and he reaches back like this because I'm on his back.
Right,
so
right.
he has to reach back, and I feel the muzzle of the pistol go against my head, and I'm just like, oh shit! Like I'm just getting my brain's blown out right now. It's over, and click, doesn't go off because he had dropped the magazine and there was nothing left in it.
So this guy shot 2 shots at you.
2 shots at me,
and both of them didn't have. One was a dud.
One was a dud, and that one was
One-
empty. But he thought it was loaded.
Jeez.
Yeah.